Chip chip everyone, and welcome back to a new Sims 4 speed building video on my channel. My name is Birdie and I'm very happy that you decided to join me here today for this new video. This time I'm building a big Mediterranean family home in Oasis Springs, which is one of the base game worlds, and I'm building a house for a family of 4, so the family consists of 2 parents, a mother and a father, and 2 children, a teenage son and a teenage daughter. The house is built on a 30 by 20 lot, which is called Granada Place, and it is located in the Skyward Palms neighborhood. Altogether, the house costs around 175,000 simoleons, and the house ends up having 3 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms. As you can see, the main structure of the house already came together, and for the exterior wallpapers I'm using a mixture of different jungle adventure wallpapers, and I pair them together with this brick wallpaper which is from the high school expansion pack, and I use this one on the chimneys. The stone texture you see me using on all of these bump outs is a base game one. For the windows I use mainly base game ones, and I pair them with this big window which is from the industrial loft kit, as well as 2 different windows which are from my wedding stories. The building was partly inspired by a picture I found on Pinterest, and by partly inspired I mean that I saw some features on the house in the picture that I wanted to incorporate into this building, and so I did. I will find the picture and I will pop it up on the screen for you just now so you can take a look. And as you can see on the picture, there is this bump out on the right, which is a garage if you look at the floor plan that is provided with this picture as well. And I wanted to incorporate this one, so I wanted the house to have a garage on the right side, and I also wanted to add this archway, this huge archway in the middle, and therefore I used a archway which is from Cats and Dogs, the big one. And I paired it together with this brick archway which is from Jungle Adventures, and using the 2 mod I sized it up slightly and merged it in together with the Cats and Dog archway, so it looks like this archway is a big brick archway. So I mainly used these features as a starting point, and then I went with what felt right for me, and this is what came out. And I'm quite proud of the way this building turned out, and I think it is one of my favorites building right now. As you can see, I cut out a lot of the landscaping of the front garden because in my opinion it was just too repetitive and too boring to watch for you. For the landscaping I used a lot of base game bushes and shrubs, and I paired them with these cacti which are also from base game, and this lavender bush to add a pop of color. Then I knew that I wanted to add a basketball hoop next to the garage door, because I had this little story idea in mind that the teenage son of the house likes to play basketball in the front garden, and from time to time he slams the ball against the garage door, which then will annoy his sister because her room is the one with the big window from the industrial loft kit that is looking straight onto this front garden area. So sometimes she is bothered by the loud noise her brother makes while playing ball. But other than that, they normally get along quite well. They are even very close in age, so they share a similar friend group. I guess that the girl is only 1 year older than her brother. Now I started decorating the back garden area. I placed down this little terrace, I would call it, and on top of the terrace I placed down this pergola, which is from the Jungle Adventures pack, I guess, and I placed down a barbecue grill underneath the pergola, as well as a table and 6 chairs, so the family can sit down here and enjoy some barbecue grilling. Next you see me fencing in the whole area, and I used this base game wooden fence and paired it together with this debug or live edit fence, this white one you see on the left. And then I also gave this family a little pool in the back garden because I think we are in Oasis Springs and the climate, it is very hot in here, so I think this is the perfect opportunity to add a pool in this house, because Mediterranean houses often are situated in a warmer climate, and therefore I think a pool is the best opportunity to cool down a little bit. And then you see me doing some landscaping, and I also cut out a big portion of the landscaping because, as I've already said, when I was landscaping the front garden, it was quite repetitive, so I cut out a main part of the landscaping of the back garden as well, because it was quite repetitive and it would make the video even longer than it already is, so I cut out a lot of the landscaping as well. Now you see this fountain on the right that I placed down next to this door right there, and when I was place testing I found out that your Sims can toss a coin in there for good luck, and I think that's a nice gameplay item that I added there, and I wasn't aware of that until I play tested, but I like the idea that your Sims can toss a coin in there and they can wish for good luck or something like that, and I think that's a nice touch. Now you see me placing down quite a lot of different plant pots, which are these vertical planters are from the Eco Lifestyle pack, and also these base game wound plant pots, I placed them down. And I think that the mother of the household enjoys planting some herbs here and there, or some plants, or even vegetables. She likes to grow here because she is into gardening. And she likes plants in general because there are a lot of plants in this house, and even outside of this house in the front garden as well as the back garden. And now I'm starting to furnish the inside of the house, and as always I started with the entrance hallway. And you just saw me placing down this wall decoration, which is from the Everyday Clutter kit, with the letters in there and the keychains hanging from this wall decoration, as well as these bags that are hanging from the wall. Unfortunately, when I was playtesting, I found out that these two items were blocking your Sims from going upstairs, so while I was playtesting I had to delete these two items so your Sims can walk up the stairs and get to the upstairs level. So in the uploaded version you can find on the gallery there are no bags hanging in front of the stairs. But other than that, this whole lot is functional, everything is already play tested, and other than that I did not run into any problems whatsoever. So if you want to download this build, it's on the gallery. My ID is SimBirdieYT, or you can find it under SimBirdie_YT. And it is fully functional now the way I uploaded it, so don't worry, your Sims are able to go upstairs now. Now you already saw me decorating this little hallway area that leads up to the dining room as well as the living room. We are decorating just after we are finished with the kitchen. I'm decorating right now, and in the kitchen there is also a stove and a fridge as well as a dishwasher, and I also managed to add in a little table with two chairs, so maybe the parents of the house or maybe the kids in the morning can sit here and enjoy their breakfast. And there was a little bump out, so a one-tile bump out next to the archway where you enter into the kitchen, and I managed to incorporate a little pantry in there. And when I was playtesting I found out that your Sims can actually walk into that room, so they can open the door and they can walk in and look at the shelves. So maybe you can pretend that your Sim is grabbing some stuff from the pantry in order maybe to cook some meals. So this is another feature that adds more realism to your Sims builds. And if you know all of my other builds, I like to incorporate a lot of realism into my builds to make it as realistic as possible, because I think that feels really lived in and quite nice to play in such realistic houses. And there now you see me doing this pantry area that I've talked about earlier. So I'm placing down these shelves, which are normally these towel racks or towel shelves, which are used in the bathroom, and I paired them with this little shelves which are from the high school years expansion pack, I guess, and I cluttered them up with a lot of bits and pieces you might find in a pantry. Next, I'm decorating the dining room, and this is the room that your Sims can walk out onto the terrace area in the back garden. And for the dining table as well as the dining room chairs, I use the ones which are from base game, and I think we got them when we had this celebration update for celebrating I don't know how many years of the Sims 4, I guess, but they are available in the base game. And now you see me cluttering up this cupboard, which is from Jungle Adventures or Cottage Living. I don't know, one of these. I'm not sure which one is it. And I add this rock, which is from the Industrial Loft kit, underneath the dining table and the dining chairs. And then I'm decorating this little hallway table next to the door that leads onto the back garden. And I'm plopping down some bits and pieces there, as well as decorating the wall with different pictures and this dream catcher. And I think maybe the dream catcher was made by the mother of the house herself, and because she likes to do some crafting and arts. And I'm off to decorating the living room. In here I placed down a lot of these bookcases which we got from the Book Nook kit, and I paired them with a couch which is from Growing Together, and I also used this fireplace from Growing Together, and I cluttered it up with different items, and I also add a TV above the fireplace in a minute. And underneath these windows on the right side I placed down a quite old looking record player, and I think this is a record player where you can play vinyl records, and I think the father of the household likes listening to these records. Then I placed down a little yellow armchair right here, and I haven't talked about already, but I try to incorporate a lot of yellow furniture here and there, because I think that the mother of the household is mainly the one who decorated the house, and she likes the color yellow, so I added a few pops of yellow here and there. Then you saw me placing down a piano in the living room as well, and because of the family I had in mind, I thought that the daughter of this household likes playing piano, and therefore I placed down a piano in the living room for her to practice on it. Then you saw me furnishing this little utility room next to the garage space, or it's technically it is part of the garage, but it is separated with some walls. So in there I placed down a washing machine and a tumble dryer. So if you want to play with laundry, your Sims family is covered, so there's laundry in this household as well. If you don't want to play with laundry, you can simply delete the washing machine and tumble dryer, and maybe you can turn this room into like a little hallway area, just simple, leading up to the garage. In the garage you can find the family's car as well as a woodworking table, so maybe the father of the household is quite handy and he likes to do some woodworking in the garage. And now we are furnishing the upstairs level of the house, and I'm starting by decorating the daughter's bedroom. In here I'm using this wallpaper which is from the Paranormal stuff pack, and I'm also pairing it with this bed which is from high school years, so I add some pops of pink here and there because I think that the girl likes some pops of blush pink in her room. So as we are decorating the daughter's bedroom, let's talk a little more about herself. I think that she is a teenager who has a part-time job as a babysitter. Her aspiration is that she is a Renaissance sim, she is a quick learner, genius, but also cheerful. Maybe she also is a cheerleader, and she likes the colors yellow, blue, purple and pink. She likes bowling, dancing and playing the guitar as well as the piano. She enjoys photography and singing, and therefore I placed down this microphone in her bed as well as this keyboard and guitar. Now you saw me quickly decorating and furnishing the bathroom. I think this one is the bathroom that the two children share. In this bathroom I added a shower and bath combo, which is from Parenthood, and two sinks, so one for the boy and one for the girl, as well as a toilet. So the next room I'm decorating is the bedroom of the son of this family, and in here I went with a kind of black color scheme and I paired them with some pops of orange because I think orange is one of the son's favorite colors, as well as black. So just like her sister, he also has a part-time job. He works at a barista, but he wants to become a bodybuilder someday, so he is quite active but also a good sim. He likes to do a lot of sports. His favorite colors are white, orange, blue, purple, red and black, and he also likes to do a lot of sports like bowling, dancing, fitness. He is also quite handy. He likes programming, robotics, rock climbing and snowboarding. Apart from fitness and sports, he also enjoys playing some video games with his friends maybe, and therefore I placed down a gaming console in his room as well next to the TV. So now you see me decorating the last bedroom, which is the parents' bedroom, and the parents I imagine living in this house. The mother is an astronaut and the father works as a detective, and they have a walk-in closet next to their bedroom as well as an ensuite bathroom. And in the ensuite bathroom I placed down this corner, bathtub, a toilet, two sinks and also a shower. So we are nearly at the end of the video, so it's time for me to say goodbye to you. If you want, you can download this build from the Sims 4 gallery. My ID is simbirdie_yt, or you can also find it under the hashtag simbirdie_yt or simply simbirdie. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want, you can subscribe to my channel, like and leave a comment, and if you want, I will talk to you in my next Sims 4 speed building video. Have a nice day and bye bye. Enjoy the screenshots. Bye bye. See you next time.